Wi-Fi is one of the most important computer technologies of computer networking. It allows the user to connect to the internet without wires. It is very important since most of today's daily life we use online platforms instead of face-to-face meetings. Most of the places have plants under the Wi-Fi signal. So have you ever questioned yourself that if the Wi-Fi signal disturbs or affects the growth of the plants, or even if it affects your own health or not? This question is the beginning of our experiment. We think that Wi-Fi may decrease the growth rate of the plants, so we set the experiment to look at the differences in the height between plants that grow with Wi-Fi and without Wi-Fi. Our hypothesis is, if plants do not receive the Wi-Fi signal, then they should be taller. In order to do this experiment, we need a place that doesn't have a Wi-Fi signal. But unfortunately, most of the places have Wi-Fi signal. After we discover the problem, we plan to build a small box that Wi-Fi cannot pass through. We thought that we could prevent our plants from the Wi-Fi by covering it with the aluminum foils. And then we found out later that if we cover the box with the aluminum foils, plants in the box won't be able to receive any sunlight, which directly affects the growth of the plant. So we researched to find the solution. Later on, we researched about the Faraday cage that blocks off the signal, including Wi-Fi, from reaching to the item in the cage. At last, we all decided to build our own Faraday cage and start the experiment.
Faraday cage is an enclosure used to block electromagnetic field. Wi-Fi is one of them. We think this idea is better than the first idea because we can water the plant and the plant can also absorb the sunlight. How to make Faraday cage? First, let's look at material used in this experiment. Bamboo stick, metal wire netting, steel wire and wire cutter, tomato seed and African marigold seed, shingle plant, lucky bamboo, ruler, and a phone. Next, let's look at the step. First step, bundle 4 bamboo sticks together to form a square. Next, measure and cut the metal wire netting into a square. Make sure it fits to the previous bamboo stick. Bundle bamboo stick to the metal wire netting. Repeat step 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Put 5 metal wire netting together to form a box.
The plant that we used are 6 lucky bamboo, 2 tomato, 2 African marigold, and 2 shingle plants. Next, we divide the plant into 2 groups, which are a group that we'll put in the Faraday cage, and the other groups that we'll put outside. Our experiment is 30 days long, or 1 month. So, we decide to measure the length of plant every 10 days. We start at day 0, the first day, day 10, day 20, and day 30 in the length of fold time checking. Then, we recognize that different plants gave out different end results.
As we finish collecting the data, let us see the result of this experiment. So this is the data table recorded the height of the plants once every 10 days. If we look at day 30, we will see that every type of plants ended up with the one without Wi-Fi signal is higher than the one that is exposed to Wi-Fi signal. Now, let us look at each plant particularly. The first part is the lucky bamboo. The graph shows that there is a little difference in the height since day 1. Over time, there is a slightly difference in the height
And finally, at day 30, they reached the same height at 16 centimeters. The second pair of lucky bamboos also gives us similar result. They ended up with exactly same height. And the third pair of the lucky bamboo, they also started off with different heights and ended up with a little difference in their heights, which is not more than 1 centimeter. As the lucky bamboo started off with different heights, so the result may not be accurate. But we also did our experiment on the other types of plants. So, let us look at the next pair. The next pair is the shringle plants. They started off with the same height, which is 43 centimeters. Over time, the one with our Wi-Fi signal grew a bit faster. And at day 30, they ended up with 4 centimeters difference. We also did our experiment on seeds. Let's look at the tomatoes first. As we see in the graph, both of them started with 0 centimeters as seeds. At day 10, we started seeing the difference in their heights, and at day 30, the one with our Wi-Fi signal is 2 centimeters higher than the one exposed to Wi-Fi signal. The last pair that we did our experiment on is the African marigold. They also started as seeds and show similar result as the tomatoes. They ended up with 2 centimeters difference, in which the one with our Wi-Fi signal is higher.
So for a conclusion, the plant grow faster when they do not receive the Wi-Fi. However, we think that the reason is because the lucky bamboo does not show that much of the difference because it's grown in the strand way. Lucky bamboo usually don't show the growth in the term of height, but they show in the term of sizes. So, we can't determine the impact of the Wi-Fi by measuring its height.